that legacy. You know what? We should make an emergency communication plan. That way we're ready this year. At my dorm, we have emergency kits for earthquakes and wildfires, but I'm sure there's something more local I can send you with a link.
Okay, smart.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council. There are 1,000 ways to say it.
Nope. Knock it off. Shut it down. Dream on. No dice. Give it a rest. Not a chance.
Or just
All text. You focus on the road.
as a passenger, you have the power to prevent an accident. There are 1,000 ways to stop a distracted driver. Choose one.
A message from CTIA.
Tune in to Word Radio this Saturday at 10 a.m. for Saturdays with City Council. Join conversations that matter to your community with your local City Council members.
We are the home of progressive Black Talk Media. This is WURD 900 AM and 96.1 FM, Philadelphia. Streaming online on wordradio.com and the Word Radio app. The views and opinions expressed by the guests, listeners, and hosts of any program on Word Radio do not necessarily reflect those of the ownership, management, or advertisers of this station.
I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
All right, people, write something on the board. Let's spell it. First letter. L-O-V. What's that? What?
It's time. It's time to have real, honest, open, difficult, and inspiring conversations. It's time for Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Well, hey there, family. Hello and welcome to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. Happy hump day to you. Happy hump day to you. I hope you're having an amazing start to your week. Family, if you are joining us by way of socials, you know I'm going to ask you to check in. But guess what? If you want to call us and share some love that way, you can do that too. You can do so by dialing 215-634-8065. Or you can even call us toll free. You can do that by dialing 1-866-361-0900. That's right. That's right. That's right. So we're going to give you some time to check in. And while you do so, let me slow down there. I'm going to share with you today's Black History 365 moment. Today's Black History 365 moment is about Wally Amos. That's right. So before Wally Amos established his famous Amos brand of chocolate chip cookies, which were so delicious, he was a talent agent. Did you know that? I did not know that. At William Morris Agency, Wally Amos worked with talented musical groups such as the Supremes and Simon and Garfunkel. In fact, He initially funded Famous Amos Cookie Company with the help of celebrity friends from the talent agency, Marvin Gaye and Helen Reddy. How about that? Family, that's today's Black History 365 moment. Ooh, I'm over here. My allergies are killing me. I don't know about you, but we're going to talk about that later. I just had a moment where I just got attacked in any event, sending all the celebratory love we can muster in this moment to all of our love lights who are celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And I am personally sending extra love and hugs on behalf of the entire tribe and village, your tribe and village. If your light is shining just a little dimly, just so that you know that you are not alone and that you've got support. We're right here. We are right here. That's right. So I see that some of our love lights have begun to check in. Nasir Butler. He sends peace and blessings to everybody, sending them right to you as well. Nasir, always happy to have you join us. Malcolm White is here too, and he shares that he is watching and listening from West Mount Airy. He's sending a good evening to everybody. You know, we receive it and we send it right back to you as well. And thank you for the compliment on my glasses, Malcolm. Thank you. Thank you. Eric is checking in and he says, hey, family, good evening to everybody. How's everything going on this wonderful Wednesday? I know that's right. I know that's right. I won't complain. I don't know about you. I won't complain. All right, family, let's get started. Now, the last time our love light, who is joining us in this hour, visited with us, I was so excited about his visit that, you know, he didn't get to share everything he came to share. And when I tell you, I think we all want to have this conversation. I know I do. I said, when he comes back, I'm going to shut it up. I'm going to nip it in the bud. So that's just what I'm going to do. His name is Kimani Anku. He's a DMV native who found a love of gardening and producing his own food over 10 years ago through unconventional means. Now, I'm going to let him come into the room and share with you even more because there's more I could share with you about him, but I want you to hear from him. He's going to talk with us today about how we can start growing our own food. I know I am so excited about that. All right, family, without further ado, I invite you to the conversation with Kimani Anku. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you for having me back. It's a pleasure. You know, I always get excited when I can talk to the people, our people, my people, you know.
Mm-hmm. I was sharing with Kimani before we went on the air. I said, I'm so excited. And then I started talking to him. And then I said, Caroline, shut up. Because I knew some of our family members might have some of the same, you know, inquiries or questions. So, first of all, welcome back. And thank you for coming to educate us and help us.
Yeah. Anytime you need somebody to come on, you know, I'm here for you.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so I know, you know, here I am. I told you I'm lost in my excitement, but that hour will go by so quickly, and I'll be saying, Kimani, you got to come back again. So I want to jump right in.
And again.
Well, no, it's all right with me. So I want to jump right in. We're going to talk today about how we can start growing our own food.
Yes.
Can anybody just start growing their own food?
Yes, anybody can start. And then now the weather is changing, so it's spring. So that means we need to be outside. We need a pot. We need a garden bed. We need a water bottle. And we can grow some food.
Don't you listen? I got a water bottle right here.
There's your flower pot right there.
Kimani, listen, don't you? Because so if in a water bottle, what would you grow seeds? You grow from
seeds. You can start. Let me get it in the camera. You can grow some lettuce right in this bottle. You cut it open. You cut it almost halfway open, and you're gonna be able to tilt it back like that. You put some dirt in there. You put your seeds in there. Your lettuce seeds. You close it back up, and then you tape it back up. You keep the top, and then it's like a greenhouse. And about 3-4 days after you plant lettuce seeds, you'll probably start seeing some lettuce pop up, or spinach. You can do spinach as well. And there's your right there. You put it in the windowsill. Open it up, the bottles, put some water in there every other day. Probably about, like I said, in about 2 to 3 days, if you start from seeds, you can have your own lettuce, your own spinach growing right there. The bigger the bottle, the more you can grow in it. This is a little bottle, so you might just get one piece of lettuce, like a big piece of lettuce, whatever. But the bigger the bottle, the more lettuce you can grow.
So I
It's
had
simple. It's real simple and real easy. People think gardening is like really technical. It needs a lot of experience. People like, I don't have a green thumb. Well, you haven't tried it if you never done it before.
how about that? Can we grow kale too?
Yeah, you can grow kale right in that same bottle too.
Don't you? Okay, see I love me too. Now I love spinach and lettuce, but kale, I love kale.
Okay. And what type of kale do you love? Do you like the dinosaur version of the kale, the curly kale, or the regular just almost looks like collard green kale? Or do you know the difference?
I really don't, but I'm going to say, see, I'm going to be honest about it. I really don't, but I've been eating the collard green kale.
Yeah, probably the collard green kale.
I've been eating the collard green kale. So, but can you grow all three of them, or?
Yeah, you can grow all three of them in whatever container you have. Like I said, if well, let's go back. If you don't have a yard, like I said, you can grab your water jug, a milk jug, Pepsi Cola bottle. If you're drinking Pepsi, we shouldn't be drinking Pepsi, but if you are,
No.
you can grow in it. Water bottles. You can probably get those red cups. Our famous red cups. We love our red cups in in our neighborhoods. You can do that as well.
Yes, I sure do. Everybody has those famous red cups.
Red cups.
That is so funny.
Now they make all colors now, but I know the red cups.
But I think we only buy the red ones. For whatever reason,
right?
I think we only buy the red.
The red ones might be
ones
cheaper than all the colored ones now. I think that's what it is.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. So I go and get my seeds. And
first you got to decide what you want to grow. First decide what you want to grow, because some people might want to grow something that they normally don't eat. But I always tell folks, grow what you like and start from there, and then expand out to other exotic type of things.
Okay.
Yeah, get your seeds. Okay, you got your seeds. Go ahead. Next step.
I have my seeds. I've identified my little water bottle because I don't drink soda, so I got my water bottle. Okay. Do I need a particular kind or type of soil? Does it?
Well, the soil is really it's called loam, like LOAM. That's what they really call it, soil. But that is a mixture of sand, clay, and then some rocky soil, and that keeps it all drained out. But now they just all combine it into a bag. Sometimes these big box stores kind of trick you. They were like raised garden beds, in-ground beds, in-ground topsoil. It's all the same. They just try to trick you into buying something that's more expensive. Go grab you a bag of soil. You can go to the dollar store now and get you some soil for $1.25, and that's good enough.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that about the raised garden beds and what have you. Does it matter if you plant in a raised garden bed or if you just plant in the ground, or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter, but raised garden beds, you can control the soil a little bit more because you're in a container, and that goes for the bottle as well as a big flower pot or something. So you can contain what goes in that soil. And you putting coffee grinds in there, you putting your compost in there, you might put fertilizer, where in the ground it could just be all clay. So you may have to find stuff that grows just in clay, which might not be a kale, might not be a tomato, might be just lettuce or something, but you have to figure out what it is. But they both work the same. I mean, if you put in the ground, you want to like build those build that soil up over time. With a raised garden bed, you can instantly do that because you putting everything inside.
Okay. So, do you have to test your soil for any
I would
reason? Like,
say, well, you know what? I didn't test my soil when I first started because I didn't know nothing about testing
okay.
your soil. To be honest. And so when I get clients, they was like, "Should I get a soil test kit?" I was like, at first I used to like, I don't, well maybe
Right.
you should, because I wanted to make like I knew what I was really talking about. So I was like, yeah, do it, do it, do it. But I didn't really know how to do the testing of the soil. But I would say I recommend testing your soil if
Okay.
you want to grow lots of food, like a farm, like you have a farm and you really want to grow lots of food and give this out to the community or sell it at farmers market. I
Oh,
would say
okay.
invest in a soil kit. But if you're just doing a little couple containers or one little raised garden bed, it's not really like mandatory for me, or for people. I don't think so.
So I know when I was
Because
at
then you
one
have
point.
to take the soil. You got to get the soil sample. You got to send it. Well, they got the ones now that can read it. But if you don't know
Uh-huh.
what you're reading, it doesn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? As somebody who's
Okay.
just starting off, but you can also take it and then you can send it to your local extension program, which is probably University of Philadelphia or Penn. What was it? Penn State? Yeah, probably send it to Penn State, and then they can probably well, you in Pennsylvania, so like Penn State or Maryland University, where I'm at, and then they send you a couple of weeks back a whole printout reading. But if you don't know what you're reading, it's like, hey,
Right, right, right.
yeah,
I was going to say that when I was at one point in time I used to be really heavy into gardening, and I remember, depending on what I was planting and blah blah blah, I had to know the acidity of my soil. I
yes.
I never really knew the true like, but I did know if it was more acidic depending on what grew and what did not and things of that nature. So that's why I was curious, just asking, well, wondering, I should say, if that plays a part in growing.
That doesn't play a part in it, but I'm still learning that part of it. But I was like, you just like type in what plants grow best in acidic soil, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then you look that up, and then maybe you'll do a test, and then you can play blueberries and strawberries and citrus and different things that
Yeah.
want to have that type of stuff, and then you just look. But I'm one of those ones. I did it unconventional. I just throw the seeds in there and they grew, and I was like, cool. So that's how I preach to the people. I was like, don't waste a lot of time buying all these material things like a soil tester, making sure just go out there and just do it and see what works. If it doesn't work, then you journaling at this point too. And you
Right.
like, okay, I'll put some kale seeds here. It didn't come up, but the tomatoes come up. Okay, what's the difference between kale and tomato? And then you'll eventually figure it all out. But I want to take that nonsense stuff out and just go and just start growing so you can start eating healthy, know where your food comes from. You know what your soil looks like. You know what your yard has in it. You know what I'm saying? By basically
Yeah.
like, because this is your home, this is your pot, this is your water bottle that you just drank your whole gallon of water out. You know what kind of water it was.
Right. Absolutely. Hey there, family. Welcome. If you have just joined us, you are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are talking with our love light, Kimani Anku, in this hour, and we are talking about growing our own food. Now, listen, y'all see that I'm hyped. Okay. I'm already on 1,000 because I'm excited about this. I told you the last time he came to visit with us, I have a ton of questions, but I know you have questions too. So, so I'm inviting you to the conversation. Feel free to give us a call at 215 634 8065 or at 1-866 361-0900, which is a toll-free call. Or you can feel free to share your comments or questions or what have you of interest on our socials. And I promise I will do my best to read it aloud. I see that Eric is sharing a comment. He shares, "Hello, Kimani. Welcome back to the Word platform. I have to say, it is a lot easier to grow fruits and vegetables than you think, and it is so satisfying. I'm currently starting cherry, and jubilee tomatoes, green peppers, cucumbers, watermelon, and I'm going to try growing eggplant for the first time. What? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! Wait, okay. I have so many questions for the both of you about that issue
Okay.
there. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a commercial break. But when we come back, Eric, we're coming right back to you and to you, Kimani. So, family, stay
Sure.
with us because we will be right back.
Tune into Afro Unity Beats Sundays at 5 p.m. hosted by Brother Shamari, David Barnes, and Patrick Atsadu. Afro Unity Beats features contemporary Afrobeat melded with the traditional African, Caribbean, and Black-rooted musical forms from around the diaspora. Check out weekly artists from different parts of the diaspora discussing the latest sounds from their part of the world and the history of their musical origins. That's Afro Unity Beats every Sunday, except the fourth Sunday at 5 p.m. only on WURD. Progressive Black Talk Media.
April is Parkinson's Disease Awareness Month. Parkinson's disease, PD, or simply Parkinson's, is a chronic degenerative movement disorder that causes problems with balance and control of movement. Parkinson's disease is one of the most common movement disorders, affecting around 1% of people over the age of 60 worldwide. Living with Parkinson's is challenging. Most Parkinson's programs focus on diagnosing and treating the physical symptoms of Parkinson's disease, including tremors, loss of balance and motor function, and trouble with speech. Penn's Comprehensive Movement Disorder Center aims to help patients and caregivers manage PD more holistically through palliative care. Palliative care is most common in cancer care, where providers focus on relieving the symptoms and stress of a serious illness. Many patients associate palliative care with hospice care, or making the patient comfortable at end of life, but it involves much more than that. Only a few such clinics exist nationwide. Penn Medicine's Comprehensive Movement Disorder Center is the only one of its kind in the Philadelphia area. The outpatient clinic provides assistance through planning advanced care and appointing a medical proxy while they are still healthy, processing complex spiritual questions about living with a chronic and terminal illness, screening for and managing mental illness like depression, which is commonly linked with PD, supporting caregivers and family members through support groups and other methods that help alleviate the burdens associated with caring for a loved one with PD. Visit pennmedicine.org for more information about Parkinson's disease, treatment, and resources.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
Tune in this Saturday at 8 a.m. for Conversations with the Commissioners, hosted by Chairman Omar Sabir. Learn more about voting and how elections are run in Philadelphia by joining the conversation exclusively on Word Radio, Black Talk Media.
It's too black, which means it's too strong.
We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of progressive Black Talk Media, WURD.
What is love?
You're listening to Love and Life on WURD, progressive Black Talk Media.
I think I know what love is.
Well, hey there, family. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are talking with our love light, Kimani Anku, in this hour, and he is telling us how to grow our own food. Can you feel my excitement? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, I need that. So I was sharing before the commercial break. Eric shared that, he has a whole supermarket that he's growing, which I find amazing. But I'm so curious to know now, is there a big difference in growing fruits and vegetables and fruits and vegetables, because Eric was sharing it's a lot easier to grow fruits and vegetables than you think. Is there a difference between growing the two, or is it just as easy to grow one as it is the other?
I think it's easy to grow just one or the other. They all the same. I really learned how to just grow this food by like just putting it in the ground. My first vegetable was or herbs was chives, and my fruit was strawberries, and I put them together in the same garden container, and they grew crazy. And they're still growing. The same ones that I planted over 10, 12 years ago, they're still growing. I had to dig the strawberries out of that bin, but I put them in pots, and those pots will keep fruiting and fruiting and fruiting and fruiting over and over again for the last 10 years. Um, they die out sometimes, but the
Okay.
babies come, and then you just replant those babies. So I think it's very easy. It's very easy. It's very simple. Like I said, some people just think it's really complex, but it's really not. It's really not. As Eric just said, he got all those things growing, and he probably started some stuff in the house. And you just put the seeds out there, or go get some seedlings. Like with
Yeah.
eggplants, is you can grow those from seeds, or you can get the seedlings. I think if you're starting the seeds now, you want to get stuff that's gonna probably be ready by like August. So I'm thinking about like watermelons. You want to start those now. You want to start your tomatoes, definitely your peppers, all your peppers, corn. You might want to start now. I tend to not grow greens now because the
Mhm.
bugs love the
I,
greens. So I
I was
kind of
going to ask
wait till the late
that.
fall to have those greens, and then they grow all winter. They grow all fall and then all winter. Like I still have collard greens out there. That's enormous. Kale, mustard greens are still in my yard. I have to get those out the ground soon so I can plant everything else.
OMG. Nasir shares, you are amazing. He asks, are there any videos available of your work?
I do a lot of stuff on Instagram, but I am starting to get into doing more tutorials, like in-depth tutorials,
Mhm.
and where you can go on like YouTube. I'm trying to really kick off my YouTube channel, but
Oh.
I do a lot of workshops here. Maybe I'll do
Mhm.
some Zoom stuff, virtual stuff for people who can't get to me in the DMV. But I
Mhm.
mean, if you go through my Instagram at Gardening and Beats, you see everything from a black apple that I just posted today. My black apples are coming in. You mentioned Curl the black tomatoes.
Yes.
Um,
Wait, I did not know about the black apple. Okay, you
yeah.
cannot brush over that. You cannot wait. I want you to hold on to that for one
Okay.
moment because we are definitely going to talk about that. But we have some family members who are joining us on the phone lines. Friendly Fred is on line one. Hi, Fred. Thank you so much for calling and welcome to the conversation.
Thank you, Carl. How you doing, honey?
I am well, thank you. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. I just
Good.
want to share right quick. I'll make it quick. It says your spiritual family, God's family, is going to outlast even your physical family. Physical families don't last. They grow up, they move out, move away, they pass away. But your spiritual family, the spiritual family of God, will live on and on for all eternity. Now the next one is I call heaven and earth to record this day against you that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life that both for thou and thy seed may live. And one more. The Lord your God made a promise to our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He promised to give you this land, and he will give you great and rich cities that you did not build. He will give you houses full of good things that you did not put there.
Mm,
But they
mm.
sometimes certain ones they vanish like a shadow. But I don't live a life of vanity. I
Okay.
chose life,
Indeed.
and God
Indeed.
chose life.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, honey.
Thank you, Friendly Fred. Thank you. Thank you. Yusuf is joining us online too. Yusuf, welcome to the conversation and thank you for calling.
Yes, good evening, ma'am, and your guest. I want to say that you two are talking the language of my former minister, Elijah Muhammad, when wrote 2 books of how to eat to live, and a lot of people live to eat instead of eating to live. And when you grow those vegetables, that's what we need to hear. Because see, I don't like bread. I never did like bread. A long time ago, when I was a 5-year-old child, I went to a school called Charles W. Henry, and they gave us a Lunchable. And that Lunchable was a slice of bread cut in half, or whatever was between peanut butter and jelly or salami, whatever. And it would always come back up. I would try to eat it, would come back up. I would eat the vegetables. I would eat the fruit. But I could never eat that breaded sandwich. Not even what was in between it, because jelly is made with preservatives, and I don't want nothing with preservatives in it, or concentration, or fermentation. But I use lettuce leaves for my lentil burgers, non-GMO organic, and I use lettuce leaves or cabbage leaves for my non-GMO organic soy burgers. Anything that I, want to have a sandwich with, I use vegetables. I don't care about no potato bread because it has yeast in it. People don't realize that. They say, oh, well, I won't eat the white bread. I'll eat the potato bread. But they're both made with the same thing. It's like brother was saying about the soil, made with the same thing. I think it's a difference. You got to realize if it's plant-based, every plant has a reason. Like, we can't eat corn. It's not meant for us, okay? You can make corn bread and all we want out. It's not meant for human consumption. You got to know what plants to eat, and you got to know that there's a difference between white and yellow in color, but not a difference in what it's made out of it. It all has the same thing in it. And I'm talking about that lettuce and that kale and that collard greens. You talking about how to eat to live. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Brother Yusuf. Thank you. I see that Eric, I'm going to ask you to call. I'm going to ask you because I have some questions about your garden, but he shares that he finds that the only stress in growing his food is the different timing in which the fruits and vegetables grow. He shares they all vary, and sometimes the weather can keep you juggling things.
Oh yeah. Definitely. I mean, it's now I'm so experienced now that I do grow all year long. But it is like I can't grow fruit in the wintertime unless I bring it in, which is usually mostly lemons and oranges, and because that's what they're being conditioned to do. But it do varies. The weather do play into it. The other day, last week it was like in the 70s and 80s here in DC, and then the other day it was like cold, talking about the frost is coming back, and I had to run outside and put buckets over everything I had kind of already planted. So yeah, that's the stress part of it. Like, you have to run out there at the last minute and cover up stuff. When I'm growing my collard greens in the wintertime, I'm out there trying to cover it. But my grandma will always say, once that frost hit it, that first snow hit those collard greens or kale, that's the best kale. That's the best collard greens ever, because it does something to make it sweeter, and it's like it works. So sometimes I don't even cover in the winter unless I know it's going to be like a big snow, and climate change is happening, and we haven't really got a big snow in this area in a long time.
Right. So you shared, you talked about black apples. What? Now, and okay, so family, let me tell you, before Kimani talks with us about black apples, I shared that I saw a post that he posted the other day about black tomatoes. And it was a hug to my heart because my father loved tomatoes. I mean, we would go out to dinner, we'd go out to a restaurant, and he would only want tomatoes and applesauce. Like, Dad, that's it. But he called me. He called me one day and he said, "Babe, I want some black tomatoes." I was like, I had never heard of a black tomato. So when you posted it gave me feelings of nostalgia. So thank you for that. But now this black apple, I've never heard of a black apple. Are
So
they
the black,
sweeter?
they crispier, they sweeter. It's almost like have you ever had an Asian pear? Have you had one of those before?
Yes.
So it's like almost like an Asian pear, but it almost appears black when it's fully ripe. It's from Arkansas. It's called an Arkansas black apple, and I'm currently growing, and it's the second time that it's been fruiting for me, and I'm super excited. And I can't wait. And I'm ready for the squirrels. I am ready for them.
Oh, I was just about to ask you, how do
I
you
am
combat the
ready.
bugs and the animals? What do you
Not so
do?
much, not so much the bugs, because I got bats flying around and the bats eat all the bugs up. But them squirrels are like, they
Mm.
hungry too, I guess. But the bad thing about the squirrels is like they get an apple or peach or whatever. They
Mhm.
just take one bite and then it's on the ground, and then they come back the next day and get another one, do the same thing. But I got these knitted bags or nylon bags now that I put over everything. But I'm gonna
Okay.
be out there dancing. If you see my latest video on on my Instagram, it's like ways to distract the squirrel, and it's playing Beyonce's river dance, and there's a guy like he's doing the river dance, and I actually have a real squirrel that was in my yard in the background of the video. It's like a green screen,
No.
and so yeah, I'm gonna be out there watching them this year because they're not gonna get everything this year. They're not. But the black apple is so good. You gotta try one. I don't know if they sell them in the grocery stores, but I just happen to be so get long story short, or let me go back in time with the black tomatoes. When George Floyd, that happened, that whole incident of George Floyd being murdered, I decided I wanted to do something in my yard, and I wanted to have all black vegetables, and I wanted to have a George Floyd walkway or in my
Mm.
garden. So I started looking for black fruits and vegetables, and I found the black tomatoes, black chickpeas, black radishes, black jalapenos, and then something happened, and the black apple popped up on my timeline, and I was like, I'm getting one of those. And I actually got that tree off of Amazon. Can you believe it?
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
got it off of Amazon for $39, 30 something like that. And
No.
and it was probably about like this big when I first got it the first year. Then it's about 8 feet tall now.
Uh, okay,
Yeah.
so I have a list here. I've got my little list going because I want to try this black apple, these black apples, the black chickpeas.
Mm-hmm.
So your lemons and your oranges, you grow them in containers?
I grow those in containers because you do in this area, you do have to bring them inside during the wintertime. So I put them in a big pot, probably like a 16-gallon or 20-gallon pot. And then I bring those in the wintertime. I put them under grow lights, and they usually fruit during January or February. And then when I put them back outside in the springtime, they start going through the same thing. And by the time I bring them back in, they're fruiting. And I have lemons and mandarin oranges. That's what it is. It's a mandarin orange tree. So
Man.
they're a little smaller than the regular oranges.
Yes. Actually, I
Mm,
saw a mandarin orange tree. They're so
yeah.
cute. We have another family member joining the conversation. Brother
Mm.
X is on line one. Hello there, and thank you for calling.
Well, thanks for taking my call there, young blood.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I just want to tell you first, Sister Love, this is a great show. You're making me proud.
Oh, thank you so
Can the
much.
brother share with me what to grow in a 5-gallon bucket? And can he offer some growing tips for that 5-gallon bucket that's outside with 5 to 6 hours of sunlight? And I want to ask my other question before you cut me off. Seeds. What vegetable seeds can we keep for the next growing season, and how do we preserve those seeds? Thank you very much.
Okay. So with the 5-gallon, should I just go in, Carol?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please do.
So with the 5-gallon bucket, one you want to have some holes in it at the bottom. So go get you a drill, get you a screwdriver, and put it to the stove if you can't get a
That's right.
drill, and melt some holes in it. You want to have about a good like 6 to 7 holes in the bottom, not big holes, just enough where water can go through those holes. Because you if you don't have any holes, then you're gonna drown whatever you put in that pot to grow. So I started out with buckets. I had just got a new dog. the dog was turn up everything in the ground. So I got a bunch of Home Depot buckets and I put the holes in there. I had to buy a drill. I didn't have a drill. And I'm a homeowner. I didn't have a drill. I went and got me a drill, drilled me some holes in it. And the first thing I grew in it was cucumbers, and I grew that. And then I was like, oh, that don't really work really great, but it does work great because cucumbers, they climb, and I didn't know how to get them to climb. So I just put some trees in it, branches or broken branches, and then it did really well for that. But I would suggest growing sweet potatoes in there, red potatoes, all kinds of potato root vegetables like ginger, or that's an herb, ginger, but radishes, beets, carrots, different things like that in a 5-gallon bucket. These days now they make the buckets where they have little openings, and if you buy them and you plant it right, you can open it up and you can see everything growing in it. So yeah, potatoes. Go get you some potatoes. You might got some potatoes in your kitchen cabinet right now. Go throw those. Put a little bit of, get those holes in it first. Put about 2 inches of soil in there. Drop some potatoes in there. Cover it up with just enough soil. Don't cover all the way up, but just enough. When you start seeing the green shoots shoot up, then you keep layering it, because the more you layer it, the more potatoes you're going to get in it. And then by the time the end of the summer come, you dump that bucket out, you probably have about 10 pounds, 20 pounds of potatoes in there. Kid you not.
OMG. Brother X, hold on. We're going to take a short commercial break, but when we come back, Kimani is going to answer your second question. Family, stay with us because we will be right back.
Tune into Solutions with Amadi Braxton, Fridays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on WURD 900 AM and 96.1 FM. Progressive Black Talk Media. Streaming online at wordradio.com, on social, and on the Word Radio app.
New Jersey's got a lot of summer wow. We got your under the sun wows. Your this is too much fun wows. Your that wine was sublime wows. And your one more time wows. So come see what your wow's gonna be. New Jersey, it's one summer wow after another after another. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lot of wow.
Ever see a great blue heron, kingfisher, nuthatch, or falcon up close? Celebrate the earth at the Free Birds of a Feather in Tacony Creek Park. Enjoy art and nature activities, giveaways, and a food truck lunch. They'll see you at the park gateway or along the trail in Fentonville on Saturday, April 27th from noon to 4 p.m. Hosted by the Tacony Frankfurt Watershed Partnership. Information at ttfwatershed.org/events or 215-744-1853. Tune in to Eagle Word Magazine, hosted by POC, the first Friday at 10 a.m. for the PA Lottery Eagle Word Fact of the Month. Brought to you by PA Lottery, benefiting older Pennsylvanians every day.
We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of progressive Black Talk Media, WURD.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Hey, family, welcome back. You're tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are talking with Kimani Anku in this hour. And before the commercial break, our Love Light Brother X called and asked a few questions. So Kimani answered the first question, and the second question, Brother X, are you still with us? Did we lose Brother X?
Yes, we lost him.
Okay. All right. I don't remember the second question.
The second question: should we be saving our seeds, and what seeds
That's
to
right.
save?
How do we save them?
So I'm a big on seed saving. I talked about those black tomatoes. I have saved some of those black tomato seeds. I just took one black tomatoes that was a big fat juicy one, got the seeds out and scraped them on a piece of paper towel. Happen to have some paper towels here, and then I let them dry, let them sit in the sun and dry, and then basically I just took those, put them in an envelope, put black tomatoes, the date, and boom, put them in a cabinet, and I go get them when I need to start my black tomato seeds. Really simple as that. I say stop throwing all the seeds away from your green peppers, your yellow peppers, your cucumbers, even the apple. I mean, you might apple, you'll probably get those seeds too and start an apple tree. It might take about 15 years to get an apple tree from there. But my first lemon tree was actually from a lemon that I got from the grocery store. And I took those, and it has been fruiting. I mean, that one has passed on, but that was my first lemon tree that I ever started, and I didn't even know. I was like, I'm gonna try it and see what happens. It grew. Probably like a year later, I got lemons off it. But
Wait, you planted a lemon? I'm sorry to interject.
No, I took the lemon seeds out of the lemon, and
Okay,
then planted those seeds, and then it got a lemon tree, and it produced.
In a container.
In a container, so I could bring it in house during the winter time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
that's a kind of like a truth. So it was two lemon trees. One I decided to keep outside, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if it can stay outside. And the other one I did bring in the house, the one that eventually stayed outside did die, but the one that I brought inside lived, and that lived for a couple years, and I got probably about 100 or so lemons out of that tree from the time I had it for about 2 years, 2.5 years.
Wow.
Until my mom passed away, and my mom did pass away during almost near the winter time, and I forgot to bring it in the house. And when you grieving, you don't want to do anything, so I kind of left it out there, so it eventually died. But if I would have brought it in the house, probably would still be producing to this day.
Wow. We have another love light on the phone lines. James is joining us. Hi there, James. Welcome to the conversation, and thank you for calling.
Hey, good evening, Miss Carol.
Good evening.
Kimani.
Yes.
Yeah. I was just wondering if you have the ability to start up a facility on growing produce. I happen to be in the produce area, as far as my job is concerned. But if you have the ability to have a facility to enhance your craft, would you know how to build that? You understand what I'm saying? From the ground up, because from the knowledge that you're kicking out here, man, as far as the future, time to step on that,
Mm-hmm. A facility like as in a greenhouse, or you talking about a new age?
Picking up plates. Picking up a place to start a business on, helping us.
Oh, I mean, that's what I do. I have a business. It's gardening and beets, and I do help folks grow their own food. And I do have an 1.5 acres of land that I grow on, and I also have a greenhouse. And I just recently got a grant to get some high waisted garden beds, which comes up to your waist. Because this year I got a grant. I want to teach more seniors how to grow food instead of them bending all the way over. All they have to do is just bend a little bit or put their hands in it, and they're gonna come to my yard, and I'm gonna teach y'all like 3 or 4 seniors how to grow in that the container comes up to their waist.
Okay.
He's on it, James. He is on it.
I know that. Focus on that.
He is on it.
When I heard you say facility, I was thinking about like this new age facility. So people that don't look like us are growing food, and they are growing food in the same soil over and over and over again, and it's the same crops. They are not rotating their crop. So now the new thing is to get a facility like a building, and then you're gonna do like something called hydroponics, which is like you're growing in water, or aquaponics where you go have fish at the bottom and you're growing in. So people are building those to replace the soil, because now the soil is getting depleted because folks that don't look like us will continue to grow these carrots over and over and over again. And then the benefits of those vegetables and fruits are not good because they have no nutrients. They depleted the soil now. So people are looking for that. But if I had the opportunity to do that, I would do that. But yeah, I have that land. I
you will be blessed, bro.
Oh, thank you.
You will be blessed. And many of us with the years, over the knowledge, man. I love you all. Carol, I'm still looking for that
It's bond number. It's bond number.
Bond
Thank you. We love you more. One of our love lights has a question. I'm looking at the time. So really quickly, Kimani, what kind of potting soil do you use?
Well, I use none now, but when I first started, I used like some type of organic. You can go to your big box stores and you ask for the organic version of any type of soil, whether it's potting soil. Don't get confused if it says raised garden beds, topsoil, or anything. Look for organic. You want organic as much as possible, and just go. It probably costs. They have them on sale now at the big box stores. You can probably get 5 bags for like $10, depending. Miracle Grow is not something I like, but now they know that they're a hindrance to some people and people don't want to buy it. So now they do have an organic version of that brand with none of that fertilizer and different synthetic stuff in it. It's just pure organic soil because they want to capture those people. But looking for something that's very organic. Now, if you know house plants, you just want to get an ordinary potting soil, and that could be the Miracle Grow because you're just doing house plants. But if you're doing fruits and vegetables, always organic as much as possible.
And can you share with us before you go about your Earth Day endeavor?
Oh, my Earth Day endeavor was crazy. So I'm a very creative person. So I did 2 types of Earth Day events. One was on Sunday, this past Sunday, where I get into character and I'm playing a doctor, like I am a full blown out doctor, Dr. Anku, and Dr. Anku is going out there and I'm checking hearts. Now, most people don't know I was a vet tech, so I do know some medical stuff. So I go and I listen to people's hearts, and then I was like, oh, okay, you need this prescription. And then I give them like this little prescription. And it's just saying, I'm prescribing you a daily dose of fresh vegetables and fruits to live a healthy life. And people are eating it up. And I'm signing it. I don't say Dr. Anku. I just write Kimani Anku on there. I have the date on there and where they were. And they just eat it up. This lady was like, I bought something from your stand. Where's my prescription? I was like, I'm out of prescription. And she was really upset. I was like, the next time I see you, I'm going to have one of those papers for you. So I like to play a lot of characters that really get to entertain people or edutainment to get people more into it. Because I think if you come with them like in a lighthearted way or funny, joking way, they'll be more open to you. Because I don't do the preaching of eat healthy, but entertain them. I have Nosy Keisha. Nosy Keisha is the lady that lives across the street from me that's always looking into my yard. And she's seeing what I'm doing. That's where the kale. I did a video with the kale and how the frost, the snow hits the kale and it makes it sweeter and it's good. And then at my job, so I'm living in my purpose, and then I'm also working in my purpose. And this Monday was the real Earth Day. We gave out 10 community garden beds to 10 members that come to my job, and I'm gonna be coaching them throughout the year. These are brand new gardeners. They never grown any food before in their lives. They had a hard decision on picking what vegetables, what seeds they wanted on Monday. And every other Wednesday at my job from 5 to 7 p.m., I'll be there coaching them on different topics, talking about different types of soil, talking about composting, talking about saving seeds, talking about canning them fruits and vegetables at the end of the summer and making tomato sauces and stuff like that.
Kimani, will you please come back and talk with us about all of it? We don't know anything about Well, let me not speak for everybody. I don't know anything about canning and composting because we didn't touch on that either. So please, will you come back?
I will come back. I will come back twice because National Compost Day is May 29th. Put that in your book. And
I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah, May 29th. And then I need you to grow something, some tomatoes or something so we in the fall can come back in the fall and then we do a whole canning thing.
I already have my bucket, so I'm ready. I already have a bucket. I'm so ready. I told you I was so excited.
You got your drill? You got your drill?
I have my drill. I have my bucket. I just didn't have my soil because I was waiting to hear from you.
Okay, get your soil.
So I'm going to get my soil, and I'm ready. I am ready. I'm so excited. I'm hyped. Okay, so
hyped.
Thank you.
And I hope all your listeners start growing food. Any questions, comments, where to reach me at gardeningandbeats.com, Instagram, all the social media platforms, Gardening and Beats. And also you can just email me, info@gardeningandbeats.com. I'm always there to reach out to the people because I need our people to grow food. And I want us to eat healthy and be healthy. And when you learn, then you got to go find somebody in your community and you got to teach them.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Family, thank you so much, Kimani. It's time for us to take a commercial break and let Kimani go. He will be back soon, though, to visit with us. And we can't wait. Thank you, Kimani. We'll see you the next time.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great night.
Thank you.
All right.
It's the WURD Hot 60. Hot 60. Here's the hottest 60 seconds you missed on Evening Words.
Dr. Stephen Tyson, tell us a little bit about your role as City Year and what City Year does and how it helps provide opportunities for young people.
Most definitely. So, I'm a program director there. So we currently are serving 13 schools in the school district of Philadelphia. I oversee the programming of City Year at 5 of those schools. I have the academies at Roxborough High School, Kensington High School, Kensington Classic, I should say, Alany High School, Edwin Forrest Elementary, and Southwark Elementary. But we are also in 8 additional schools. And the best part about City Year, this is my 7th year here at City Year, and it's such a unique organization in the fact that we really do our best as a staff and as an organization really to pour into the professional development of our young people, specifically the young 18 to 24-year-olds that are volunteering and signing up as AmeriCorps service members to work with 3rd through 10th grade students in the school district of Philly.
And that's your hottest 60 seconds from Evening Words on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Thinking about quitting tobacco? It's easier when you have help. The PA Tobacco Quit Line is ready with free coaching, medication, and more to help you quit for good. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. That's 1-800-QUIT-NOW to get started. Or visit smokefreephilly.org to learn more about judgment-free support and free medications that triple your chance of success. The PA Tobacco Quit Line is free, it's confidential, and it works.
Hi, this is Diane Reeves. Did you know that April is Jazz Appreciation Month? And did you know that jazz represents the cultural heritage of the United States? It has its roots in blues and ragtime and then swing, bebop, and beyond. There's so much to learn and so much to love, so much to celebrate with this glorious music called jazz. So go to a jazz concert, learn how to dance to jazz. But whatever you do this month and every month, enjoy jazz. Made in America, enjoyed worldwide.
Let's breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Exhale very slowly. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ed Council.
Hey, Word listeners, this is Dara Lees Lyons.
And Malcolm Burnett. In addition to being occasional guests and guest hosts on Word Radio, we created the On Being Biracial podcast, a discussion of topics related to the experiences of multiracial people in Philadelphia and beyond.
On Thursday, April 25th, Word is hosting a free in-person event with a panel discussion, free appetizers, and the opportunity to talk about race, identity, and community in a safe and supportive space.
This event will take place at Temple University's Tuttleman Learning Center, located at 1809 North 13th Street. Space is limited and registration is required, so go to wordradio.com/OBB to reserve your spot now.
And while you're waiting for the event, feel free to listen to the On Being Biracial podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts.
This event is made possible with support from the Philadelphia Journalism Collaborative. Once again, register today at wordradio.com/OBB.
Celebrating Black excellence worldwide and bringing joy and power to the people. This is WURD 900 AM and 96.1 FM, Philadelphia. Streaming online on wordradio.com and the Word Radio app.
Let me tell you something, and don't you ever forget it. Success is nothing without someone you love to share it with.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
And we are back. Welcome back, family. Welcome to the top of the second hour of Love and Life with Carol Riddick, right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. I don't know about you, but you can hear that I am on 1,000, okay? You can hear it because I'm so excited. I was not telling a lie when I said I already have my bucket. I already have. I'm ready. I'm ready to plant. Eric, I'm going to reach out to you because I want to know about this supermarket that you have growing. I do want to share that some more of our love lights are checking in. Raphael Suleiman is checking in. So happy to have you join us. Cynthia Meads, I want to make sure that you heard the response to this question because I'm not sure if you heard Kimani when he shared that if you're well, let me share with you, family. Cynthia's question is Miracle Grow good or bad? He shares that it's okay if you're growing plants, but for food, he said that they now have an organic blend that he recommends as opposed to the just regular Miracle Grow. Our love light Ms. Lily is checking in as well. And for those of you who want to ask Kimani anything, I did put his info in the on our socials, info@gardeningandbeats.com. He said email him. All right, so in this hour I have another phenomenal human being that I want you to meet. Yes, I do. Her name is Tanisha Rinehardt. Yes, and she is the co-founder of Philly Girls Jump, which is a local nonprofit that uses an energetic form of jumping rope to bring the community together. Doesn't that sound amazing? I know. Okay, I have so much more to share with you about her, but you know how I feel. The hour goes by so quickly. So I'm just going to bring her into the room and we're going to start this conversation. So family, I invite you to the conversation with Tanisha Rinehardt. Hey there, beautiful.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me.
What? I'm excited to have you. First of all, I need to have you. I need to learn more about jumping rope.
Oh.
Philly Girls Jump.
Yes.
So first, could you tell our family members just a little about you, from where you come, where you grew up, all that good stuff?
Okay. I am Tanisha Rinehardt. I grew up in the West Oak Lane section of Philadelphia. I am the fourth child of a family of 5, the only girl. So I grew up with all brothers, but I grew up on a great block that had a lot of girls. So something that we did for fun was jump double dutch. Mm-hmm. But before I get to the ropes, I went to school at Ivy Leaf School, Philadelphia High School for Girls, and Temple University. So I am Philly through and through.
I love it. She said, let me just let y'all know. Okay. All Philly through and through.
Yes, I am. I'm a proud Philadelphian, flaws and all.
Listen, good, bad, or indifferent. That's what I say. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yes,
I claim it
yes.
all. I love us. So, okay, the only girl of all these boys. And you said,
Yes.
but on the block, I had my friends, my girls were on the block, and we would jump double dutch.
Yes. Yes,
Can I
from
tell
sun
you,
up to sundown.
I still cannot jump double dutch. I can turn. I was the person that turned. I could turn. I can't jump double dutch.
We have a great technique where we can teach most people in less than 3 minutes. If they are physically able to jump up and down, we can get you in the ropes.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. People are skeptical until they try.
Tanisha, I might be that problem child. You might say she is the exception to the rule. You know, like,
No, 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 no. You won't be. If you are physically able to jump up and down, we'll handle the rest.
wow. So okay, so from where
Seriously?
you see me, y'all. If you can
Yes,
see the look on
yes.
my face, I'm saying, oh, she just doesn't know.
Check out our Facebook, Instagram, Philly Girls Jump. We have all the proof there.
Wait, I followed you on Instagram. I was checking you out. I said, yes, yes, I was. I said, I was checking you out. I love it. I really do. So from where did this idea come to
So
start Philly Girls Jump?
Philly Girls Jump was birthed from a conversation from 2 high school friends, myself and Della Burns. We were just thinking of ways to get moving again. So we thought of double dutch. Like that was something that we were used to doing and we wanted to get back to. So Della created a Facebook post hoping that 5 to 10 of our friends would meet us in a park just to jump rope for fun. But that post went viral. So we planned an event and over 2,000 people showed up to our first event in 2016.
Are you
So,
serious?
yes, it was a great event at Albury Park in the West Oak Lane, Germantown section of the city. Everybody had on their pink Philly Girls Jump shirts. And we flooded the park with our jump ropes and we had a great time. It was that nostalgic atmosphere that whether you jump rope or not, there was still something for you to enjoy.
I love that. And there is. It's the camaraderie, number one. And for
Yes.
those of us who are the turners, we can turn and watch those of you who jump. Because that was always my job. So you just shared with us about the well, quite honestly, the popularity and the excitement, because that was excitement that everybody came out to support.
Yes.
You just shared with us about the support that you received on their first event. I did read that you all were spotlighted in O Magazine. What is it?
Yes.
O Magazine, Good Housekeeping Magazine.
Yes.
And on the Fox Sports pregame show.
Yes, we were. We filmed for 5 hours for a 90-second segment, but it was so much fun. And it aired nationwide. So that was really fun. That was a fun day. We were just jumping rope.
Y'all hear her. She's so cute. She said, it's just so good. Y'all filmed for 5 hours. You were jumping double dutch for 5 hours.
Yes, yes. Yes, and they showed it. It's still on our page, our 90-second segment that aired nationwide on Fox Sports. That was really fun. That was a fun day, spreading the fun and joy of double dutch.
So how many? Okay, I want to know how all 3 of those opportunities came about.
They reached out through social media. That was our initial contact. Our initial contact was through social media. And from there, they got our email address and we continued the conversation and we made it happen. But that was our initial contact.
So and so here you go. When I think of social media, I'm skeptical of most things. But when someone reaches out, and especially and particularly on social media, I've got the side eye first, like, okay. Who is this? And so they reached out and you said, or you just said, yeah, let me look into this. Let me see what this is about.
Of course, we do our due diligence just to make sure they are who they say they are.
Okay.
And then once we feel comfortable with that, we try to make it happen. And we did.
Clearly. I mean, O Magazine.
Yes. Yes.
It's the same thing. They reached out on social media.
Yes, social media. They reached out and we have all of our contact information there. We have phone number, email, And actually, I think they may have reached out through email, but they got it from social media.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
family, you hear? Okay, we're talking about some positivity of social media here because
It's not all
okay,
bad.
it's not all bad, not
It's
all
not all
bad.
bad.
So they said we want to do a story on you all. Is that was how the conversation went?
Yes, that was yes. Similarly to how we first made contact with WURD in a very similar way. So
Yeah, we sure did. We sure did. We sure did.
yes.
It was so funny because so Niall, our show's producer, one of our show's producers,
Mhm.
Niall found you all and turned me on to you all. I was like, oh my goodness, and they're here. Of course, I was the kid in a candy store, and they're here. Oh, who are they? What do they? I was so excited, so excited. So I'm glad to have you here. Our family members are checking in. Smitty, Mr. and Mrs. Smitty, Darren Toms, are saying to everyone, have a blessed and safe night. I love it. Timothy is joining us. Timothy Robinson, and he shares she can jump. I love it. And Eric writes, hey, Tanisha, welcome to the WURD family. I think
Thank
I saw you
you.
ladies on the news. It is very
Probably so.
entertaining. I would say so. It is very entertaining to see the skill and acrobatic talent you all possess. Keep on jumping. I love it. And our love light, Miss Lily, shares kudos to Sister Tanisha and her crew and continued success. That So
Thank
you all,
you.
this is just amazing to me. Number one, that you ladies took a pastime that has been a favorite pastime, that has been a tradition, that has been something that we do. It's a part of who we are, it's a part of our culture. And you all said, we need to do some more with this. We need to bring people together. We need to bring
Yes.
them in. Yeah, I mean, I love that. The
And
simplicity of it.
that's what we do. We bring people together. And through Double Dutch, we were able to foster some meaningful friendships outside the ropes. There are many people that say they met at Philly Girls Jump and they really have valuable friendships now. So again, that's our mission, to not only empower the spirit of fun and joy, but to also build community. We also support many other community initiatives, like community events. We go to the community events, we elevate the events, bringing the nostalgic click clack of the rope,
Yes.
and people are having a good time. Meanwhile, you're giving them a resource that they actually need and can use.
Absolutely. Well, I could not have said it better. So, do you travel? Does Philly Girls Jump travel, or do you maintain a local presence? You just simply maintain a local
We
presence.
have traveled and made appearances outside of Philadelphia, not
Mhm.
too far, although we are willing to go where they want us. So, but we've done like Maryland, New York, that kind of thing. So, we have branched outside of Philadelphia, New Jersey, but we're hoping to go even further.
I love it, first of all, because there are enough of us here in the tri-state, enough of us in Philly and Jersey alone that need to get out there and do some jumping. Yep, I said it. I said it. I'm one of those people. So yeah, I did say it. I did. Timothy shares, I need their info, please. Well, Tanisha just shared. She said if you go to their Instagram page, for one, if you go to their socials, all of their contact information is there. Tim, you missed her say it. She said, O Magazine, Good Housekeeping, and Fox Sports and WURD contacted them as a result of their contact information on their socials. So go to their socials, Tim. Go to their
And you're
socials.
welcome to send us an email at phillygirlsjump@gmail.
Ooh,
We
I'm going to
check
put
our
that
email
down.
often. Yes.
At Gmail. He
Yes.
said, okay. Harry said, I love it. I love it. I love it. So, okay, well, I want to rewind.
Okay.
I want to rewind. You all, when was Philly Girls Jump formed?
In 2016, the post went up in March of 2016. We hosted our first event on April 17th, 2016.
Oh, what? And it didn't take long. Y'all said this is what we're going to do, and you did it.
Yes, and
Okay.
we kept going. We kept it moving or kept it jumping. Yeah.
So I want to also share with our family members that Philadelphia City Council recognized Philly Girls Jump.
Yes.
Please talk with us about this. Share with our family members about that. That's amazing. Congrats.
Yes. That was an exciting day on April 11th at the Philadelphia City Council meeting. They recognized Philly Girls Jump and unanimously passed a resolution to officially have a Philly Double Dutch Day. So our first Philly Double Dutch Day will be May 4th and every first Saturday in May thereafter. Like, it's an official day. It's an official thing. So we're excited about that. We're hosting Philly Double Dutch Day at Aubrey Park, 6101 Artley Street, Philadelphia, PA, 2 to 6. Come out, have a good time. Even if you don't jump rope, that's okay. It's a family-friendly atmosphere. We'll have things for kids. We are also featuring some local kid vendors at Philly Double Dutch Day, so we're excited about that. And this is our first event that we're hosting since the pandemic. So we're ready to get back out to Aubrey Park, although we have been doing local community events throughout, and we still host our weekly meetups as well year round.
You have weekly meetups?
Of course.
She's like, Carol, come on now.
Yes, we have weekly meetups.
The inflection and the looks. Like, Carol, come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
So please share. I'm sorry for having interjected.
So our weekly meetups are Thursdays at 6:30. We alternate between the Art Museum steps and Athletic Recreation Center at 1400 North 26th Street. And that's contingent on the weather. If it's a nice day, we're at the Rocky Steps. If it's kind of rainy or cool, we're at the Recreation Center that's 1 mile away. But we always post our updates and locations on our social media. So you will always know where we are. And in May, Hump Day Jump Day, we're going back to Aubrey Park on Wednesdays as well. In addition to Thursdays, we'll be at Aubrey Park on Wednesdays from 6 to 8, right on the tennis courts. So we call it Hump Day Jump Day. It's the real happy hour because everybody's happy out there.
How can you not be happy around Double Dutch? I mean, how can you not?
Yes.
So can anybody come or?
Absolutely. And I always say it's intergenerational fun. It doesn't have an age limit at all. And although it was started by 2 girls from Philly, our ropes are open to everyone. So guys, that means you come on too. We have guys that jump with us and they jump just as good, if not better, than some of the girls.
Really? I was just about to ask.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy jump Double Dutch.
Okay, so go to our Instagram and you will see guys.
I have to go back. Okay, I've got to go back.
Good, not just a little bit, jumping good.
Wow.
Yes. So it was started by 2 girls from Philly Girls Jump, but our ropes are open to everyone.
I love that. I so love that. I so love that. Now you said I'm going to hold you to this, Tanisha. You said you can teach me in 3 minutes or less. I'm telling you, I am the problem child when it comes to Double Dutch. I have always been challenged in that regard. And you know what? How about this? I'm not even going to continue putting it in the air. Those days are beyond me. That's okay. So
Yes.
moving forward, because what Bruce Lee said, you know, your body doesn't know any different when your mind tells it something, like when the word you speak. So I'm going to speak positively. I'm not going to.
Yes.
That was yesterday. I couldn't jump yesterday. But when Tanisha teaches me, okay.
Yes,
because
so many people approach the rope in a timid way. And I tell them, like, just give me 2 tries. 2 tries, that's it. If you don't get it, fine. And then once we get them in the rope, within those 2 tries, they won't stop.
Oh, wow.
They keep coming and coming and coming. And I really think that that's especially good for kids, for children, because it's really a confidence booster. You can really see their confidence growing right before your eyes. They start off timid, then by the time we give them the technique and they execute, they are so confident.
Well, that's
a great thing to see. Yeah.
I'm a big kid, Tanisha. So that will be me. Once you give me the
Okay.
technique, first I'm going to be timid. I'm going to tell you that right now because that's just what it is. I'm going to own that. I will be timid. But you know what, family? I promise this is what's going to happen because I'm going to have to film this when it happens, and I'm going to have to share it with the family. I'm going to have to share it with you because I know I'm going to laugh so hard at myself. I'm just I know I am. Family, OMG. Welcome, 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 welcome. To those of you who that have just joined us, you are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. In this hour, we are talking with our love light, Tanisha Rinehardt, to be exact. She is the co-founder of Philly Girls Jump. We've been talking about Philly Girls Jump. You say, what is it? Well, it is a local nonprofit that uses an energetic form of jumping rope to bring the community together. When I tell you, I think it is a genius idea. It is such a genius idea because it's a pastime with which we are all familiar. You know, like I said, some of you do it better than others, but everybody can learn. Everybody can learn. Malcolm shares, I just found her on Instagram. So he just found your page. Our love light Joey Dixon is joining us, and I love it. And some others of you are joining, and I am going to share that you are joining us. I'm going to share your comments when we come back from this commercial break. Family, stay with us because we are coming right back.
Stand with Word Radio as we continue to provide dynamic, progressive programming to inform and empower our people. We're living in unprecedented times, and we must stand together to protect and preserve Black Talk Media. Become a Forward member with the annual membership price of just $90 or a digital member starting at just $5 per month. If you're already a Forward member, sign up, family member, or friend to help us continue making history. Start or renew your Forward membership today. Visit wordradio.com/forward or wordradio.com/membership.
Every day, thousands of Comcast engineers and technologists like Oluseyi put people at the heart of everything they create.
Some of my favorite moments throughout my life are watching sports with my dad. Now I work at Comcast as part of the team that created our AI highlight technology, which uses AI to detect the major plays in a sports game.
And now, millions of sports fans will never miss a moment. Visit ComcastCorporation.com to learn more.
Long nose, what's the word, boy? What's the word? What's the word?
WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Let me tell you something, and don't you ever forget it. Success is nothing without someone you love to share it with.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Well, hey there, family. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are joined in this hour with our love light, Tanisha Rinehardt, to be exact, who is the co-founder of Philly Girls Jump. I love it. I love it. Eric was sharing just before the commercial break. He shares it. I took the words right out of his mouth. He shares, I love to see the positive camaraderie spread by these young females. It's great exercise, and the cheers of praise is so well deserved. He follows that with sharing that when he was in grade school many moons ago, hush, 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 he shares they had nuns who would join in with the girls. It was so cute to watch them. He shares it's a long lost art that needs to be preserved. Well done, Tanisha. Well done. I agree. And I keep saying that I so agree because it's something with which we are all familiar, pastime with which we are all familiar, but you don't see as many of the little girls jumping as you once did. at one point in time, you would see a lot of the little girls outside, and it feels good to know that you're encouraging not only the babies but the adults to get out there and do it too. So that's an awesome thing. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you, and helping us to get in shape too. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So
Yes.
I'm curious to know. I can't imagine that you would, but have you received any pushback? Have there been any challenges or roadblocks with it while running the organization?
Well, in the beginning stages, there was some red tape that we had to cut through. But once we made it through it, it has been positive energy from everyone, from
Okay.
city officials to neighbors and school officials. It has been very positive reception from everyone. But once we got through that little tape, it's been very good since.
See that? I can't imagine. Oh, come on now. Red tape. So, if you could share with our family members, just once more, how we can all participate, how we can all get involved, and what you have coming up. I want to make sure we mention that and we keep mentioning that.
Okay, sure. Getting involved with us is very easy. Step one, follow us on social media at Philly Girls Jump on Facebook and Instagram, because that's how you find out where to go and when to go. And
Mm.
then once you follow us and know where we're going to be, show up ready to have fun. Put on your sneakers, bring that good energy, and just jump in the ropes. It's just that easy. Option three, well, step three is optional. You can go to our website at phillygirlsjump.bigcartel and get you a cute little pink shirt like this. And we can all jump together. So when we're at these community events and you join us to jump, you look for the pink shirts, you know that's a safe rope.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, outside of jumping rope,
Mhm.
what principles do you instill in the members of Philly Girls Jump?
Resilience,
Mm.
creativity, and teamwork.
Mm.
And I always say double dutch is intertwined in Philly's cultural fabric. And that's what it also inspires. It inspires resilience. When you stop jumping, because you can't jump forever. So when you mess up, keep going and going and going. Keep trying. And creativity, some people are very creative inside those two jump ropes. I mean, we don't do backflips or anything like that, but they are very creative inside the jump ropes. And also teamwork. Teamwork is that communal part of it, because you can't jump rope by yourself unless you're just jumping like boxer style for a quick cardio workout. But if you're jumping double dutch, you need at least two other people to jump with you. So that's
Mhm.
the teamwork part of it. And the camaraderie of healthy competition, that's something that we instill in everyone that comes in contact with us. Creativity, resilience, and teamwork.
Did you have any idea, you and your partner, your co-founder, did you ladies have any idea that Philly Girls Jump would be as big as it is?
We didn't have the idea, but it's one of those things. I'm definitely a faith-based believer. So it's one of those
Mhm.
things that eyes have not seen, ears have not
Mhm.
heard. So I still don't know how far this is going to take us, but I'm ready. And
Mhm.
the co-founder, Della, she relocated to North Carolina, but my sister, who I don't have biological sisters, but my best
Mhm.
best friend growing up that lived directly across the street, who I really jumped double dutch with the most, she's helping me to drive it forward. So her name is Rashida. She's actually here behind the camera.
Miss
I'm
Rashida?
sure that she's a little worse. She's over there shaking her head like
Miss Rashida! Miss Rashida! Come and
she's
talk to us, Miss Rashida, please.
you want to
Come
give
and
a
talk
wave?
to us. Please come and talk to us. Tell her don't make me beg. Don't make me
Okay, I
beg.
think she's fixing her head up, and I
Oh,
think she's
okay.
gonna.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's so funny because Eric shared, he said, I love Tanisha's energy. I see a natural born motivator. And what is she doing? She is motivating Miss Rashida. That's what she is doing. Miss Rashida,
Yes.
I cannot wait to talk with you. I'm anxious to know. So you know what? I commend you as well. You said your original co-founder, your co-founder, she relocated, but you said, we've got more to do. We've got more to do.
Yes.
Tell Miss
Yes.
Rashida she's beautiful. The hair is popping. There we go. Hi, Miss Rashida.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm curious to know. I would love to know. You can't leave, Miss Rashida. Y'all, family, for those of you who are listening, if you could see Miss Rashida running from this little screen here, if you could see her, she is running. So I'm curious to know, Miss Rashida, what made you say, you know what, I'm going to step in. You know what, I'm going to help my girl. What made you say, I'm just going to step up to the plate? What was it about what she was doing that made you say, I'm going to be there for my girl? I'm going to be there for my BFF.
Well, one, you already said it. She's my BFF. So wherever she wherever she wants to do, I'm always down to help out.
Oh, see.
But it really is something that we grew up doing, that we love to do. That's really fun. And my mom taught me. So it's like fun to teach other young girls to do something that we did just every day without even thinking about it. Yes.
Did either one of you think about what you're doing for the culture, for our babies? Because like you said, Miss Tanisha, you said this is something that we grew up doing. This is something in Philly. This is a part of the fabric of number one, who we are as a people, but number two, of Philly. You two ladies are helping to continue the culture. You're helping, in this small but huge way. You're contributing so much to the culture. Did that ever occur to you, like the contribution you're making to the culture, to our babies?
Well, often we'll talk about our crazy ideas and visions for Philly Girls Jump, and I'll say, like, what are we doing? And Rashida is always on board with every crazy idea.
That's a sister right there.
Like, do it. You gotta do it.
Oh, family, do you not just love their energy? I love it. Wait, Eric says, he said, don't be shy, Miss Rashida. Bring that smile and that information.
Yes.
I love it. But you know what? That just contributes. It has to the atmosphere, the personalities that you two have, just your energy, your smiles, just the light that you have. I can only imagine at the events. I can only imagine.
Yes.
So you two used to jump together. So neither one of you were the ones turning on them. You were the two jumping.
We were jumping and sometimes turning. I'm not going to say we're the world-class jumpers, but I mean, we do it for fun. We get more joy from teaching others how to do it, especially the kids.
Well, like I said, Malcolm is sharing, we don't see kids in the neighborhoods doing this anymore. We just don't. I cannot tell you when the last time was that I saw a group of girls playing double dutch. This is why this is a hug to my heart to have this conversation with you two ladies, because I feel like it's so important for our babies, our little girls. They don't really know how to be little girls anymore. And you're helping them to do so.
Yeah, we're trying one jump at a time. I mean, we are competing against phones and iPads, but we're trying. We come with our little plastic ropes and become ready to teach them. And we have been doing more and more schools. I mean, even from elementary schools through to universities and everything in between. We have done more and more schools because we recognize the value in starting them off younger. One, getting their bodies moving younger. And if they start younger and they know how to jump as they continue through life, then they can teach their children and their children's children. And this is just a healthy, fun thing. Some people don't like the workout, myself included, but this is that fun way to get your bodies moving.
Absolutely. It absolutely is. Well, first of all, I don't even see the babies playing with chalk anymore in the streets. Like so many things that we grew up doing, playing jacks. I still have jacks. I still have, yes, I do. And that was something that my mother taught me. My mother used to play jacks with me. She would never let me win, but we used to play jacks all the time. And she taught me how to play jacks. So I'm curious to know, at your events, do we all have to bring our own jump ropes, or how does that work?
We'll have plenty ropes available, and just like in the neighborhoods, you see a rope turning, you come up and ask for a jump. You ask to join the game. So there's different levels to these ropes. Like some people may be more competitive than others, but that's okay. Just go to the rope that's most comfortable for you. So we'll have several ropes. If you don't have a rope, that's okay. If you don't have anyone to go with you, that's okay. Come as a stranger and make a friend. It's a family-friendly atmosphere. And yeah, it's just that feel-good thing. In a society where you hear so much bad, this is that feel-good thing. Just even if it's just for 4 hours on a Saturday afternoon. I
Okay, so
always say when people are in the rope, they're not thinking about who they're going to vote for, what they're going to make for dinner. They're just trying to keep the rhythm and jump as long as they can. As long as they can. Many people come to our weekly meetups. They say they come for therapy, they come for fitness. Some just simply come for fun, or all three of the above.
So we can come to the weekly meetups.
Yes, and some people don't even jump. They'll just hang out, or they'll like help me teach the children, or they'll just like film, make videos, post them, that kind of thing. It's really a great atmosphere for everyone to enjoy.
So I'm going to ask you if you can share again, because there might be an auntie that wants to bring her little niece. There might be a grandma, a mom that wants to bring her little baby, a father. I was just about to say it.
Or son.
Listen, or son. This is 2024, right? We listen. There might be somebody who wants to bring somebody to a meetup. At what time do they take place? I know the location is depending upon, the weather you were sharing with us. But at what time do the meetups take place?
6:30 on Thursdays, starting in May to August. We'll also add on Wednesdays at Aubrey Park, same time, 6:30. So Wednesdays, Thursdays at 6:30. We do many community events on the weekends. They're always posted on our social media. Also, we'll be participating in pop-up play that's going to be at Spruce Harbor Park throughout the summer, and we'll be there once a month on a Sunday afternoon. And again, all this information will be posted on our socials. And we participate in so many community events. We've done well over hundreds of community events. We're always bringing our ropes out to whoever invite us. We try to make it happen. And don't forget about Yes. See, Rashida is essential. Double Dutch Day, May 4th. Come during the first hour so we can dedicate that to free fun. It's 2 to 6 at Aubrey Park, 6101 Artley Street in the Germantown, West Oak Lane section of the city. There'll be something for everyone, if only to watch. You can come turn, jump, watch, sit there, drink your water, bring a chair. And just enjoy the atmosphere. It's the city's first official Philly Double Dutch Day that we're proud of. We're proud of that initiative.
Listen, you should be proud of it all. Do you hear me? I'm sitting here smiling. You see all of my teeth, don't you? My teeth, I'm smiling so big, talking about all of, you're sharing all of your accolades and all of your accomplishments and how you all are being recognized by everyone for your efforts. I mean, listen, we're all happy about it. Family, for those of you who have just joined us, welcome. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick, right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. We are talking with Tanisha and Rashida of Philly Girls Jump. They're sharing with us about all of their endeavors. They're sharing with us about their upcoming events, mainly Double Dutch Day, which will take place on May 4th at Aubrey Park, right? I do have from 2 till 6, 2 p.m.
Yes.
till 6 p.m. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to go to commercial break in a moment, but I'm really stuck on all of the recognition you all have received, especially and particularly by our own Philadelphia City Council, and how it was unanimously passed. The resolution was unanimously passed for an official Philly Double Dutch Day. Like, I want to know about the efforts. I want to know about the conversation. I want to know how it came about. Like, who said, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to make happen. And if you and Miss Rashida sat down and came up with it, or if you came up with it and Miss Rashida said, yes, that's exactly what you need to do. We want to know all of that. We want to know all of that. But family, in the event you have a question or a comment, or you just want to offer some support, even if you just want to say hello, you can do so by giving us a call at 215-634-8065. You can even call us toll free at 1-866-361-0900. I tell you all the time, we love the love any way you care to share it. You can call Tanisha and Rashida and say, I love what you're doing. That would feel nice. That would feel nice. Or you can feel free to continue to comment on our socials. And I promise I will do my best to read it aloud. Whatever you do, though, stay with us, because after this commercial break, we are coming right back.
Want the latest in word swag? Check out the shop tab on wordradio.com. Hoodies, tees, and more in a variety of colors. It's the shop tab on wordradio.com. You can look good and show the world that you're all about Black Talk Media.
The Pennsylvania Lottery's $160 million cash blowout scratch-off will have you ready to step up your A game. A little birdie told me you could have a chance to win top prizes of $3 million. Pick up the Pennsylvania Lottery's $160 million cash blowout scratch-off for the ultimate hole-in-one. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Problem gambling? Helpline 1-800-GAMBLER.
Join me, Solomon Jones, WURD Radio, and spiritual leaders from all over Philadelphia for a prayer for the city at City Hall in the courtyard on the campus on Thursday, April 25th at 12 noon. We'll pray against gun violence, pray for Kensington, pray for our schools, our neighborhoods, and our leaders. And then we'll get to work. That's a prayer for the city, Thursday, April 25th at 12 noon at City Hall. Be there.
It's too black, which means it's too strong.
We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of progressive Black Talk Media, WURD.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
And we are back. Welcome back to Love and Life with Carol Riddick, right here on WURD. We are talking with Tanisha Rinehardt in this hour. She is the co-founder of Philly Girls Jump. We did have Miss Rashida with us before the commercial break, but she had things to do. I know she did. She's still there. Did Miss
She's here. And she got a uniform.
I love it. She said, we want to do this right. I love it. Miss Rashida, thank you. You know I'm loving it. I'm loving your energy. Thank you. Eric shares Black Girl Excellence. You gotta love it. He actually has a question. Do you get booked or sponsored by the state of Pennsylvania and or the city of Philadelphia for summer events?
We get booked, yes. Now, sponsored, that's a different question.
That's a whole nother thing, right?
Yes. However, we are accepting sponsors and vendors for Philly Double Dutch Day. So if you or anyone you know may be interested, you can sponsor from from yourself, or if you are a business owner, we can put your logo on the back of our pretty pink t-shirts.
I love that. I love that.
For the event. Yes. So yeah, we are welcoming sponsors and specifically kid vendors, although we are accepting other vendors as well. So I also wanted to tell you about some other events we have going on. We'll be in the Juneteenth parade. We have been participating in that for the past 4 or so years now. So the Philadelphia Juneteenth parade on June 16th. So it's not actually on Juneteenth, but it's that Sunday, Father's Day, I believe, June 16th.
Okay.
The Juneteenth parade. We have some great things going on. We always support. It's more than just 2 ropes because we bring our ropes to elevate other community events and help drive their initiatives forward. So we're participating in CHOP's sickle cell race for the cure. I forget the date on that. I think I don't know if it's in May or June. Okay. Again, we post all of our dates on our social media, but that is something that's near and dear to our heart and that has been prevalent in our community, sickle cells. So we are very grateful for the opportunities to support that initiative. This Friday, we'll be at McGonigal Hall. They have an anti-violence basketball game going on that's sponsored by the Philadelphia Police Department Community Relations Division. I mentioned the pop-up plays at Spruce Harbor Park that we'll be bringing our ropes to once a month from May to September. We have a lot of good things going on. We're already halfway booked through this summer.
I am hearing this. I mean, but that's amazing. But that just goes to show you that, that the support. It just goes to show the amount of support that you all are receiving. And I love it. I love it. It's well deserved. Before the commercial break, I was asking you, I'm really stuck on you all being recognized by Philadelphia City Council, which it's just amazing. That's so amazing. And congrats to you once again. But I was asking, how did the resolution come about for an official Double Dutch Day? That is extraordinary.
Well, you know how you hear about Ice Cream Day, Donut Day, all these other days. I'm like, we need a Double Dutch Day. We need a day that's dedicated to Double Dutch. Hopefully, this is our first year actually doing Double Dutch Day, but hopefully it can be a bigger event than what we're having on the 4th. It can just thrive and grow and flourish from there. But we contacted Councilman Curtis Jones Jr.'s office. We've done a few events for him, for his district last summer, and they were very supportive of the initiative. He introduced it to City Council on April the 11th. And in addition to introducing the resolution for Philly Double Dutch Day, he also recognized Philly Girls Jump. And we'll have the presentation sometime in the fall, but we didn't want to wait for that. So
understood.
He also challenged City Council members to jump in a rope with us. So
wow.
Stay tuned for that fall presentation. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Oh, I can only imagine. Only imagine. I must say, ladies, just thank you so much. I applaud all of your efforts. We do. We truly do. You hear, well, you've seen our family members write that they've just not seen, this activity in so long. No, we've not seen it. So it feels good. It feels so good to just have a warm activity, an activity that makes you feel warm, I should say, because it's always, you see little girls jumping Double Dutch, when you see young ladies jumping Double Dutch. Well, now this seasoned woman here is going to attempt to jump Double Dutch. I sure am. Couldn't do it all my life, but Tanisha said I can do it, so I'm claiming it now.
You can, right, Rashida?
We can teach you. We can teach you.
Y'all hear that? Do y'all think I can learn? Y'all think I can learn? I can. What I say? I'm speaking positively. I can. I got this.
And we got you. Yes.
That's right. That's all I need. What? And there it is right there. See that? Family, here we are. We're talking with Tanisha and Rashida. We are talking about Double Dutch Day. okay, which will be held on May 4th. Right. The event itself will take place from 2 until 6 at Albury Park. Is that in Germantown? Is that
Yes.
yes, in Germantown. In Germantown. It sounds like an amazing, amazing, amazing event. I applaud all of your efforts, and I wish you both continued success. Just continued success. I hope this grows globally.
Yes, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
It
And
really
thanks for having us on. Thanks for helping us get the word out to your listeners. We appreciate every opportunity.
Oh, it's a pleasure and a privilege. It truly is. It really is. Again, it just it feels like a hug to my heart, and I'm hoping that it feels like a hug to our family members' heart to just hear. First of all, to get to see you two ladies, Miss Rashida, you are hilarious. Rashida said, "I'm not coming on that camera. I don't care what you do or what you say." But then she said, "It's for my girl." All right. All right, all right, all right. I love it, and I so applaud the friendship that the two of you have. It's a sisterhood. It
It
really is,
is.
and it from what I get from the two of you ladies, that's what you're spreading. You're spreading love in all forms. You know, you're like, listen, this is my sister right here. Come and join us because this is family, and that's how we are here. You know, in this platform and in this arena, that's how we are here. So I applaud you for spreading love. I applaud you both for spreading love, and to your co-founder as well. We wish her
Yes.
well in her relocation, but we applaud her too for the efforts that she
Yes.
put into. Absolutely. So thank you, ladies. We hope that you will. Well, actually, we're going to look for you to come back because we want to talk about this video that we're going to see of these city council members jumping
Yes.
double dutch.
Yes.
It's making me laugh just the thought of it. But we appreciate you. So we look forward to talking with you again, and we thank you so much for coming to spend some time with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We hope to see you soon.
Of course. Thank you.
You're welcome. You ladies have a great night, and we will see you next time. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Family, family, family. OMG, OMG. When I tell you, I love, love, love being able to meet and introduce you all to some new family members, some new love lights. You know, in our first hour, we had an existing family member. We had Kimani Anku, who was talking with us about growing our own food. And I don't know about you, but I'm hoping that you too feel inspired. I really do. I hope that you feel inspired, you know, because we need to get it together. Come on, y'all. We talk every single day about doing better and being better and all of that good stuff. Hey, Nick, I've got a question for you.
What's up?
Before we, you know, say goodnight to everybody tonight, have you ever had the desire to grow any food?
The desire to grow any food?
To grow like what? No, I have not.
Oh,
Have
I'm
you
sorry. I
ever
didn't mean to answer it like that. Have I ever had the desire to grow any food? Yes. Grapes and green apples, probably. That's it. Green grapes, preferably. Yeah, because I go to the store and I don't know what's going on, at least at Walmart, as far as grapes go. But they like charging a little bit more than I'm comfortable paying for. So at this point, I'm like, I might as well figure out how to grow them.
You know, I used to make a smoothie for breakfast. It was every day I had the same thing. It was strawberries, bananas, blueberries, raspberries, vanilla protein, and pear juice.
Mm-hmm.
Every morning, that was my breakfast. And then I developed these allergies to fruit. So for years, I've not been able to just enjoy fruit. Um, and I'm hopeful. I'm prayerful because I miss fruit so much. I'm prayerful that if I begin to grow my own fruit, because I went to several allergists and they believe my allergies to be associated with the chemicals, the pesticides that they were putting on the food, not the actual food itself.
What about organic fruit?
I tried that. I tried that, and that didn't work. So I'm inclined to believe that that too had some sort of chemical on it. So I'm prayerful that if I grow my own, that I can get back to eating my fruit, maybe having my smoothies for breakfast.
I hear you. That sounds terrible. I can't believe it. That's awful.
I know it is. You trust me. It is awful. It is. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. I want to go bite an apple or eat a banana. What? Or have me some pineapple. Oh, mm-mm.
Now I gotta
Mm-mm.
get my money back. See, I sent you an edible arrangement, and I was wondering, I wonder if she got it. Never mind, that's money wasted. I'm gonna have to get that back.
It's trying to kill me. No. Oh my goodness, family. You listen, I told y'all I was on 1,000 tonight. Okay. I'm just excited because I have my little bucket and I'm ready to start growing something. I don't know what yet. I already went on Amazon. I saw those Arkansas black apples that Kimani was talking about. It's going down. Okay. It's going to happen. Nick, I'm going to send you a black apple. Okay.
I'll take it. That sounds
Oh,
cool.
thank you.
Yeah, that
Thank
sounds
you.
kind of
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, family. Oh my goodness. Just praising God from whom all blessings flow. Thank you so much. Thank you for obliging me and my shenanigans. How about that? Okay. I so appreciate y'all for doing so. I'm going to ask you, as I've been asking you, to pray. Okay. Pray for someone who does not yet know God. Pray for your enemies. Pray for your loved ones. Pray for those in need. Um, Thank you to all of our guests for sharing their time, their energy, their attention, information, their spirit, and their space. I thank you, family, for doing the same. Thank you to all of our callers as well, and to everyone who contributed to the conversations tonight. Special thanks to Word Family, especially to you, Nick, and to Niall for all that you do. Happy birthday once again to all of our love lights who are celebrating. Family, we are all in this together. So please be good to you, but be good to those around you. I love you. I love you so much. But God loves you even more. All right. Have a great night, family. Have a great rest of your night. Be sure to join me Monday through Thursday, 7 till 9 p.m. Eastern Time for another edition of Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. Good night, family.